One.
Hey, and once again, it's Sheila Blackadder. This time I've got with me my friends over at A-News. We have Brian Allen and Lee Moore, and joining us again is Anton Hill. Sorry, go ahead. Everybody say hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Let's get ready to A-News.
Yeah, I'm surprised Lee didn't just jump in with the "Welcome to A-News. I'm Lee Moore, and joining me always are people I don't care about, except for Sheila."
Yeah,
Well, if you prefer it, welcome to another super sexy swinging episode of the A-News podcast.
as long as it's swinging.
It's always
You know,
swinging.
originally I thought this was going to be at 2 a.m., and then yesterday I found it was going to be at 4 a.m., so I'm really happy I asked off for work tomorrow.
Brian is not good at math.
And, well, I was told 2 a.m. I'm pretty sure I could scroll up in some sort of log somewhere on my computer and find 2 a.m. And so at 2 a.m. this morning, I just decided to ride my exercise bike to stay awake. I was like, well, I took an adult nap today, just so I could be like ready and prepared. I was like, okay, from 10 to like 1, I'll take an adult nap, and then I'll ride my bike for like an hour. That way I'll be like all pumped up, and then I'll just start pounding beers for that hour before the show starts. So far, success.
I've just been masturbating pretty much for the last 2 hours
Straight.
nonstop.
Were you listening to the first show I did today, or what? We had
I was
people.
up when it started.
What do you think I was
at work.
masturbating to?
We had people paying for the number of times they had masturbated throughout the week. It's fantastic. I think it's a great incentive. And if they were actually masturbating while we were talking, they had to pay $2.
All right, now everybody that hasn't donated in the last hour or so, now you can donate so we look better.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, I don't know
And
why.
just in the donation say "not for Anton" because he's bogarting our time.
Well, I gotta say, we got the.
Hey,
like,
I
the
was
shitty
invited
time slot.
separately,
It's,
schmuckface.
it's 4 a.m. All of our fans are probably like passed out or getting late or
Well, I'm pretty
a
sure
little bit of
because
both.
we have an atheist fan base because we do an atheist show. So all the atheists that are waking up aren't waking up right now in places that it's morning because they don't go to fucking church. It's not like they're getting up for shit.
Yeah.
And all the ones that were up at night on Saturday are asleep by now because they're drunk and fucking passed out. So we literally probably have 5 people.
So we're literally going to complain for the next hour about our time slot.
Not really.
And I'll just sit here and count my navel lint hairs or whatever.
No, I'm not. I am happy to be even invited to do a charity event. I was really surprised that somebody was like, hey, do you want to do an hour on a charity event? I was like, what about Jerry Lewis? What the fuck's going on? Is this Telethon?
Well, I hear it's for Engineers
the
Without
special
Borders,
kids.
and that sounds awesome. Engineers Without Borders, because, fuck Doctors Without Borders. Those guys are fucking assholes.
Well, doctors are good, but if you don't have
Sanctimonious
a
prick.
road, for
Doctors
the
and other
doctors to
wizards
drive
should
in
be
on,
banned.
Doctors on ATVs. Put
No, it's an awesome cause. I'm glad to be helping doing it.
Yeah,
That
I
was
had no idea
enthusiastic.
this existed.
I didn't either.
I don't know if that makes me horrible or if that just makes me horrible. Because they were like, Engineers Without Borders. I was like, that's a fucking thing? That's really cool. So they just
You're a
like go to
bad,
places
bad
that
man.
don't have houses and they're like, hey, we're going to build a house here. Anybody want to live in it?
Well, it's more infrastructure stuff actually. I think like the bridges.
Who
and-
wants plumbing?
Right, running water. Woohoo!
I like clean water. You make good beer with clean water.
Yeah. Is there a beer without borders?
There
Yeah,
bloody
it's
well
us.
should be.
It's
Yeah.
A-News, and we record it every Sunday at 9 p.m.
I'm pretty sure we should do alcohol without borders.
I bet there's a website purchased by the end of this
I'm
hour.
pretty sure the Middle East would say, no, we've got some pretty heavy-duty borders, and you can't come in.
Don't bring your booze here. See, that's why we just need to get rid of the religions in these other countries, because people don't know the joys of drinking. And
That's
it's a
your
lot of
reason for
joy.
wanting to get rid of religion?
Yeah, booze everywhere.
Really?
I don't want to go on a fucking tourist vacation and get there and be like, all right, this place is great. You know what would make it better? A shot of whiskey. And they're like,
Really?
oh, we don't
That is
have
the best
whiskey here.
reason you have for getting, not the child rape, not the oppression to, not female circumcision.
child rape.
It's
All those other things go away in my head when I'm drunk. Like, I don't worry about those other world problems if I'm fucking wasted. I'm just like, woohoo!
Yeah, when I'm wasted, priests can rape me all day long.
No, but they can. I don't know. They can not do it. If
Line
they're
'em
drunk,
up.
they're not going to do it. So, but if we got rid of religion, see, either way, it gets rid of religion. Brewers Without Borders. See,
That's
somebody
awesome.
already came up with a better name than I did.
Well, that's not difficult. It's you.
Yeah.
For those of you who've never heard of A News or myself or Brian, we like to give each other shit pretty much constantly. And, yeah, so that's just a
We're
little
good at
FYI about us. We love each other, though. We're like BFFs.
Don't
And
say
for
it
those
that
of you who
way.
don't know who
It's-
the fuck
it's
I
like
am, I
working-
love to love their love.
Anton is like
Anton's that sad guy that watches us from the corner of the room in a shitty hotel.
Anton
And I
is like
smack
that
it.
slice of provolone in our man sandwich.
What?
Hey, I'd rather be provolone than the sad guy.
Hey, somebody said beer to starving children in a word I can't pronounce.
Something prodish.
No, I'm not shirtless.
No, that's
No,
me.
that's Lee. Lee
Yeah, I'm
is
drunk.
shirtless. I
I'm
will
top
never. I
line.
don't even
Help
take
us
off
out,
my
Sheila.
shirt in a pool.
The other
Yeah,
guys
it's-
at least preached about class inequality.
I've seen that man not wearing pants, and I've still never seen him without a shirt.
I've worn pants. I wear a short. What are you talking? You've never seen me like bottomless.
This is back when you were skinny.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah,
Skinny.
I'm fat now. I don't even like take off my shirt in the swimming pool.
But no, even when you were skinny, you wouldn't take off your fucking shirt.
Yeah, it's gross.
All right.
Oh, Pumpkin
That'll be-
heard something about free beer. He's perked up.
Oh yeah, Angry Pumpkin's a blast. He's like, oh, booze.
Well, if you donate $50
Wait, is this
to
a
this
user,
cause,
a person?
you can come drink with us.
Yeah, if you donate money and then fly here,
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of
pay
have
for
to fly.
your hotel because you can't live with me.
I mean, I've got like tons of beer in my fridge, so come and get some.
I make
Yeah,
my
you
own.
keep trying
so
to
I
get me
always
to
have
fly up
fun.
to New York. I'm thinking about it. Maybe in
Well,
August.
because if you come up to New York, you can come to the Godless Revival,
See, I'm
America's
really-
first and only atheist variety show.
I want to go to the Godless Revival, but you keep wanting me to do 10 minutes on stage, and I really just want to kind of observe.
If you just
Oh man,
come
I
up
would
here,
totally
you don't
do
have to
that
do shit
if
on
I were in
stage.
town.
Hell, you can just film it if you want, or just fucking sit there and drink and be shitty. I don't care. Just come to New York and hang out with me.
I was surprised that you guys haven't been doing recordings of that already and like broadcasting them on Google or something.
Someone just called us out for staring at Sheila's avatar because we are.
Oh,
Yeah, but we stare at Sheila too.
I say that avatar every week.
that is a sweet avatar.
Thanks.
Sheila's way hotter.
Yes.
I think Lee's my number one fan.
I love Sheila. Sheila is my other BFF.
Pretty
Can I-
sure.
No, actually, out of all of the atheists I have ever met in my life, and this is true, Sheila is the bravest and most dedicated member of our community. The shit you did exposing the corruption with the National Atheist Party, I'm sorry, but you deserve a fucking medal for that.
Oh, I was going to say the shit she did by calling herself a feminist and yet disagreeing with many who also call themselves feminists. But
Well,
I'll go with that.
That's like 30% of the feminist cause. That
Well,
Feminists are
that's
like
why I'm the
atheists. They don't
frustrated
agree on
feminist,
shit.
right? That's why I'm the frustrated feminist.
No, I'm
Well-
actually really starting to get to the point where I want to call myself a feminist because I actually believe that women and men are equals, and if that's all feminism is, I'm in. But that patriarchy shit and the rest of the man-hating stuff, no, I'm not
Yeah.
down with that.
No, I mean, that's why until I think there was only 1 month where I took Brian's lead and called myself a humanist, and then someone convinced me back to feminist simply because it seems that there is a good amount of evidence, as some would say, that there are things that women don't necessarily have such a great thing on compared to men, but that doesn't mean that there is a cabal hidden away who's, making all decisions.
I'm a robotist now. Like, fuck people in general. Like,
Yeah.
robots, we can just tell them to be better. Like, just don't fucking be against other robots. Like, be equal across the board. Fuck humans. We make bad decisions. We do bad shit constantly. So, yeah, I don't want to be a humanist or anything. I'm not a manist. I'm not a feminist. I'm not a humanist.
Manist.
In all reality, I don't want to be an anythingist other than an
Yeah.
atheist. An atheist tells people what I'm not, and that's really all I want to be because what I am is so complex, it doesn't belong in an ist.
Whoa, man, you are so...
I'm blowing your fucking mind.
Complex. No, you're just so complex.
No, your mind is fucking blown, Anton.
Itself is complex.
It's blown, it's exploded, there's brain matter all over this fucking podcast.
Your complexity is so complex that it has to have been fine-tuned and therefore designed.
It's a metaplex?
Yes, it was designed by me.
Oh, alright, well...
Now donate all your fucking money.
Yeah, give money to people and stuff. Like, they need it for things.
Yeah,
they're going to build houses and, like, plumbing and shit. So here's can you imagine what it would be like? We live in, like, nobody that's watching this probably doesn't have plumbing. Because if they have internet and no plumbing, there's a fucking weird problem there. But...
priorities are messed up.
Yeah, like, I really need internet. Most people look at fucking internet when they're on the shitter anyway. Like, what do you do when you're just pooping? What do you look at? Like, do you remember the old days when you had to
Twitter, actually.
We're medical grade crazy.
Do you remember the old days whenever you had to, like, read shampoo bottles? Whatever you could reach from the fucking toilet, you would just, like, I know everything that came in fucking Herbal shampoo. But now we have the internet. So you can look at porn, fucking Gone Wild on Reddit.
I have Pringles.
All kinds of great things.
Yeah, I have never...
Pringles?
even opened the Reddit page. I have never seen Reddit. And I don't know what a subreddit is.
Oh,
I don't know.
Gone Wild is just a whole bunch of people trying to get approval from a community because they have really low self-esteem. It's great.
Okay.
I'm not saying objectifying people is good, but hey guys, just trying to verify. Do you think I'm awesome? And then it's just like a butt.
That sounds like Atheist Mingle.
Sort of, but like way better.
Never checked that out either.
I keep rubbing my fucking nose like I'm doing coke. I'm not. I'm just hyper.
I love
my
the
nose
concept
itches
of...
because...
No, I love the
but did you
concept
button
of
up? You got tired of showing your titties and you buttoned up your shirt and put your hat on now?
People stop talking about it, so, what's the point? I'm not giving it away for
Now
free.
you've got to do something else?
You got to donate for this shit. You donate $50, I'll take off my pants. Right now, someone donate $50.
That's the second offer of nudity today. That's fantastic. $50 for Lee to take his pants off. We had a guy earlier who offered he's going to do.
Brian does not do drugs.
I honestly don't.
No, he really
I've had
doesn't.
my experiences with drugs, and they were a blast. But don't do them. It's not a
Brian's
great idea.
Straight edge vegan.
What? No. Fuck that. Cows are delicious. No, but drugs aren't good. I mean, drugs are great, but don't do them.
Yeah, some drugs are good. The rest of them are fucking awesome.
Yeah, they're fun. Just do it when you're like 20, 22. After that, you gotta do real shit.
What the fuck are you cutting the age off there?
What, 22, 23? Because that's when I stopped, so I was like, fuck it. Nobody else should do them after I did.
I did all mine.
I've only ever smoked pot. I haven't done anything else.
Well, nobody gives a shit about weed. It's not even a fucking
doesn't even
drug.
count. That's like drinking.
Yeah.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Is that's the only thing I've ever done.
I'm talking about real drugs like cocaine, ecstasy, mushrooms.
Fucking LSD. LSD is my best friend. It's my
cocaine,
other BFF.
I like.
Apparently, we've got a
air.
Ripley and you want to get $25. Lee, stick something in your butthole.
Seriously?
I don't know. They said they'd donate $25. I guess it's going to be like an auction house now. Like, can we get something in Lee for 20, 25, 25?
What do you want to rip a new one of me? You got to be more specific. Rip a new one.
I don't know.
Okay.
We got to tear into you about some.
Maybe
Hey,
make fun of me.
Your hat's stupid and your shirt's dumb.
And those beady eyes, man.
Yeah. Why are you always squinting at stuff? What is it,
No,
bright
that's
in
me.
there?
Yeah, that's me.
You got the sun shining in your living room? What's what are you squinting
Let me
for?
say, that's called doing an amazing atheist. Man, I don't care if he stuck a banana in his ass. He's funny.
Yeah, I really don't want to put a banana up my butt.
Wait, he put a banana in his ass?
I think that's what he gets off on.
At some point in time, somebody had a video or something they talked about that he did that. I love how
I
with
have a
Cody.
food fetish. There's
I love
nothing
it.
wrong with a food fetish.
That
Well, I
isn't-
loved it.
I don't
back
have
when
any
people-
problem with it. I just don't need to think about it. Just like
I mean, I like
love
to
the
be
fact that my parents
mid-backstroke
had
and
enough sex to have me, but I don't need to think about them having sex ever.
But think about him having sex while eating a cheeseburger, and it just makes everything
Jesus.
so much better.
No.
Also,
no.
think of it in claymation.
Okay, that's better. No, that is better.
Your parents having sex, eating a cheeseburger,
No.
in claymation.
TJ shoving bananas up his ass in claymation.
No, we're past that. We're on to your parents.
Oh fuck no.
Why do
Fuck
people get
yes.
so upset about their parents having sex? Like
I don't know,
I've
but I
never-
do.
Like, my wife is like
Gross.
that. If I mention her parents, I'm like, yeah, I bet, your parents have a pool table. You ever wonder if he just, like, saunters up in there? She's like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
I
I'm with
love
her.
my
I was
parents
like,
because they
what? Like-
fucked and had me.
I'm like, what? Why would you not, like, it doesn't bother, like, I don't want to sit there and watch and take notes and shit, but
Yeah,
I know
don't either.
that they fucked because I'm here.
God.
How is the
Okay.
amazing atheist a lame e-beggar? I mean, aren't we e-begging right now for Engineers
Yeah.
Without Borders?
Yeah, I've never understood people's problem with that. I mean, I found the video. I
You
saw one video.
you're not obligated. He
Yeah.
gives you free content. Okay, here's the thing. Let me talk about this for a minute because
Well,
one of my really good
content's
friends.
sort of a relative
is-
term there. I mean,
No, it doesn't. No, if it's something
I've seen
you
a
watch
lot
and-
of his stuff, and some of
No,
it's
okay.
like,
We have been
"Hi, I'm
making e-news
TJ,
for
and
years
here's my
and
beer."
years.
Let me
now,
say this
and we don't
because
make a
I've got a
dime.
really good friend that also needs money, and I'm also pushing for fucking him because he's been giving people free shit for 8 years.
Okay.
And
Angry
whenever
Pumpkin,
you
you really
reach
got
out
to
to
chill
the
out with that
atheist
fucking your
community-
dead mother thing.
well, when you reach out to the atheist community, a lot of times they're like, I don't want to give money. Fuck that. And I'm like, well, they've been giving you free fucking content for 8 years. You've been feeling every fucking bus ride, every train trip, everything like that. Your boring work day suddenly got better because of these people that are just pitching in their own money to pay for shit like server costs, computers to make the shit on.
And think of all the time it takes us throughout the week to write all the shit we do. I mean, not us. I mean, other people.
Alex, that whole 7 minutes.
That was a good one. I like that. That's funny.
I know a
Yeah,
lot of atheist podcasters, atheist videocasters, they spend a lot of time and effort into making their shit and making it good. I mean, we just...
And then there's people like me who just do it live and let Google make it the cuts, and we don't worry about making
and
anything.
then there's A-News where we just don't cut anything and we have no
Yeah.
idea what we're doing. We just get as drunk as possible and look at our news feeds and just start talking shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And eventually Brian will start talking about dicks.
Dick butt.
But no, I like TJ. And
I was just going to draw that for this thing. I was going to have it on a plaque behind me, like the little dick butt cartoon.
No, I do too. I just don't give a shit about whether he makes money or not because it's not my job to take care of his rent. And,
But you're
I
not
mean,
a consumer of his product.
No, I have been, and I also have seen ads before, during, and after much of his
Then
product.
that's fine. I'm talking about more like the
Right.
people that do podcasts that don't have.
okay, I'll
Those
agree with
revenue
that. I
streams.
definitely want us all to donate to Reap Patton. Reap's a good friend of ours. We love him to death, and he certainly needs the help. But we're not here to plug Reap, even though we just did. We're here to plug Engineers Without Borders.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, there's times to people that do things for free for you that entertain you for an hour. Like, how much is your time worth to give up because you're happy someone did something for you?
Let's talk about feet.
Yeah, okay. Let's talk about your list of shit for topics tonight, Lee.
So,
Please tell me you did not write down feet.
yes, I did. Well, I've
I
got
asked Lee, I was like, should we have topics for this, or should we just like kind of freelance?
Well,
Because
and
we could talk.
I was wondering that too, Sheila, because it seems like topics aren't really a thing, which is fine. But
Here's
I was
what Lee
definitely
did.
wondering.
Well, in about 18 or so hours, we're recording our actual episode of A-News, and I've got all the topics for the week and everything actually written out for once. But so I didn't have
Carly
anything for
just
this.
Looked around. I'm pretty sure he just looked around his living room and started writing words because he goes, we can
Or
talk
had
about
manatees
breeding,
footballs.
engineers, the benefits of charity, feet, the World Cup, 3D glasses, e-cigarettes, regular cigarettes, pants, coasters, roller, and tabletop. And that was his answer for what we should talk about.
Actually, I think breeding is the most fun out of all of that.
I
We as
didn't-
atheists don't talk enough about breeding because you got the Catholics, you got the every other fucking religion out there is like be fruitful and multiply, spread your seed as much as possible in a monogamous marriage. But what's our policy on breeding? Because it seems
think
to
we-
be don't.
We can't have one because that's not necessarily inherently anything about a lack of belief. But
Oh,
beyond that,
stop being technical and be fun.
Okay, fun. as
We're here to
men-
make a bullshit atheist policy on breeding.
Well, hey, there's a bunch of other bullshit atheist policies. Why not this one?
Exactly.
Somebody just donated some money. Thank you.
Awesome.
Where are you guys seeing that?
I got a text.
Who donated what?
I get messages, apparently.
Oh man.
Yeah, they're
Well, who donated what?
all we know is that there was a donation of $25.
Well,
So
whoever
we're-
just donated $25, you are fucking awesome.
Thank you. And we'll tell the next person that does it they're awesome too. So fucking rip out that checkbook. Act like this is Vegas and your wife doesn't know.
Yeah.
Like you've been saving up in a secret bank account just for your trip out with the fellows, and somehow a hooker stole $300.
So Brian, what is the atheist policy on breeding?
Don't do it. Like, it's completely backwards, because the Catholics and the religious people are all about, like, make more of us. They're basically a construction line and an assembly line of making more Catholics and Christians.
But don't we want more atheists?
How about just replace
Yeah, we do, but you can't
generation?
you can't just...
Having a kid, two atheists having a
expensive.
kid does not guarantee that kid going to be an athist.
Yeah, but
and it
the odds
also
are in
doesn't
that
guarantee
favor.
that we're going to pay for it. Like, we don't want to pay.
I don't want to spend money on a gamble. What if my kid hates me?
What if the kid's just dumb and doesn't do anything? Like, what if it's one of those shitless layabouts that's like, hey, I'm 37, back at my mom and dad's house.
Well, then they
Like,
can
no,
start their own
basement.
E-News podcast, just like you and I did.
I saw this
didn't live with my
great
parents.
documentary that Gene Roddenberry's kid, who's also named Gene, but he goes by Rod, did. And he took 10 years of footage of interviews with like his mom and just everybody. And in one of them, it wasn't an interview, but it was a clip of footage. He was at a convention, Star Trek convention. He goes up on stage, and some people cheer, some people don't. And he says, "Hi, I'm Rod Roddenberry. You probably never heard of me because I haven't done anything." And I thought, that must suck ass and balls to be the son of the guy who created Star Trek. And he just turned 40 like last year. And I thought, man, if I turn 40 and I'm Anton Lucas, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, did your dad?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that was my dad. Thank you."
Anton,
yes.
you look fucking amazing today. You were just magnificent.
Yeah. I've been drinking for a while, but I'm a pretty lightweight, so. Yeah,
You still look
Lee
magnificent.
Lucas. Oh, that would have been a tragic name, Lee Lucas. Oh my God, I could totally see you like you go to a Star Wars convention, people are like, "Oh my God, Lee, so what was it like growing up with your dad?" And you're like, he's an asshole. How about that?" And they're like, "Oh my God, no, you're
Do you think you could stop any conversation like that, but like, he touched me?
He touched me where it smells funny.
About anything. Like, oh, did you go to church? They touched me. Just
Probably.
nobody has a fucking comment after. They're like, oh, do you want some cake? Like, we're at a social, like, do you need a beverage?
Brian, you seem to have this obsession with bad touching. Do you want to show us on the doll where they touched you?
No, I don't have dolls for that very reason. I kept pointing at stuff and nobody gave a shit.
Well, maybe
I was
we
like,
need
it
to
was
raise
right
some money
here.
to
They
get
were like, we
Brian a
don't
doll.
care. Shut up. Stop telling us about
It
it.
was right here on my thumb.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about
I
smoking.
was just pointing at my hand.
Let us talk
Yeah,
about
why-
smoking, because I think we should.
Why hasn't
You just want to do that because I can't smoke while doing the show because I have to go the fuck outside. And
Well,
you're
so
hoping
do
I'll get
I.
up and walk the fuck away to go smoke, which would be the rudest possible thing I could do during this broadcast.
I'm actually really hoping you don't. I'm hoping you stay here and suffer.
Why haven't the e-cigs worked for you?
Well, they do work for me. They just don't work as well as the regular cigarettes.
Oh, okay.
But no, I'm going back into a phase where I'm cutting back on real smoking and switching more to the vaping. But I really...
vaping is a lot like hookah.
It
I don't
is,
like the
but
fact that
I
it's
don't like it
called
as
vaping.
much.
Really?
I don't
Not as
like
much as hookah?
I don't like the fact that in New York it was just banned indoors, just like regular smoking.
They did that at a bar here in
Oh, I
Raleigh,
didn't
and I
know
was
that.
like, are you fucking kidding me?
I guess you shouldn't make tea indoors either.
Okay, someone says the Democrats want to tax and regulate the vape, and I both agree and disagree with this concept because there are some really shitty liquids out there. There's some really shitty products out there that are on the market. It needs some regulation, but I'm completely against the tax idea because it shouldn't have a sin tax. For the most part, it's used as a quit smoking aid, and therefore shouldn't be taxed as a sin tax.
Let's fight the argument where it
Well,
starts. Nothing
except-
should have a sin tax. Nothing
Yes,
should
because-
have a vice
many of them you
tax.
can get them with nicotine, which
And blue-
is
Yeah, all
allegedly.
blue laws, all sin taxes are absolutely ridiculous and horrible. And why aren't we as atheists doing more to fight them?
Because we're too busy fighting each other.
Well, wait. Why is it inherently horrible?
Why? Because in
And why
North
would
Carolina,
atheists give a shit?
because we like to drink and smoke and get bad touched.
Okay. You're just running off a cliff
You're lumping
now.
us in with Ryan. Come on.
Yay, we're a team. What now? Sorry, I was responding to
Team
someone in the.
Anus.
I was responding to someone in the chat that was like syntax, not like syntax as in like the other whatever that means,
As in
but
sin, it's
like
bad.
vice laws, like hookers and where it's legal they get taxed, or smoking. The cigarettes used to be $2 a pack and now they're $5, but that didn't go up in price like for production.
Yeah.
Alcohol, hey, you got to pay like fucking 37% just for booze.
How about you just paid standard sales tax like every other fucking thing and let me drink for cheap?
Because it's a vice tax, because it's an addiction. It's something that we will pay the extra dollars for.
I don't like paying $25 for a fifth of Knob Creek.
Well, I don't
You don't
like
like
paying
it, but you
taxes.
still do it.
Well, I'm an idiot, so of course I still do it.
Travis said nobody cares about vape in Seattle where weed is legal. If you can't smoke weed, you do. Which I can't because it
What is
makes me
legal
very
pot
gross.
like?
I have no idea.
I really want to go to Colorado or Washington and just... I haven't actually smoked pot in like a decade, so I kind of want to do it just to see what it's like to do it without the paranoia.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, man. That was a big fat yawn.
There's no getting tired. We've still got half an hour to go, and we're not done talking about smoking. And
I want to do 2 shows now because Anton got 2 fucking shows.
Yeah,
I didn't even fully comprehend it until I was about 20 minutes in the first one. I was like, oh, I see how this is working.
Did they just not hang up on you?
No,
And you
they
were like,
did.
oh, wait, what?
Then they reinstated me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to start interjecting into everyone's show because now I'm up. I took an adult nap. I rode my bike.
he put on his adult diaper.
Yeah.
Sheila,
Or
are you
my-
one of the ones doing this for a straight 24 hours?
I have been up straight through. I haven't been on camera for 24 hours. I think I have. This is my 4th one, and then I have Abby Smith in the morning that I have to do.
I wish I
Oh,
could
you
be
guys
there
have
for that
Abby
one.
on? We want to be on
Yes.
for Abby.
She's one of my favorite interviews here. I'm looking forward to getting a chance to talk to her.
Yeah,
again.
we loved having her on E-News. I want to have her back again, and she's just way better than we are. So
Yeah, and Abby, do my hangout too. Now you have to because I've said your name.
It's not like a domain. You don't have to register it as soon as you fucking say it on live.
Oh, I've said it. No, it's locked in.
Now it's going to happen.
Sorry.
She's like
No, no,
pre-agreed.
It's a rule that I just made, and
You need to
Yeah.
follow.
yeah, exactly. It's the napkin rule. I wrote it. It's true because it's on this napkin.
that's a horrible rule.
I like that rule. I'm pro that rule.
Yeah.
Carry fucking cocktail napkins and markers around me for the rest of my life.
Okay,
It's on the paper.
I just wrote down on a napkin Brian has to take off his clothes.
Oh, you don't have that piece of paper, and I don't
Yeah,
see
but
it.
you have to say that it's a rule
It's a rule.
because it's written on the napkin.
It's a rule because it's written on a napkin.
Yeah, it's not a tautology unless you do that. Otherwise, it's just a declaration.
See, there's rules for the rules, even.
Yeah.
I don't know what that word means.
Tautology?
Yes.
Oh, it just means circular reasoning. It's like
Oh, okay.
I'm smart because I say I am. You know, that sort of thing.
Okay.
So we should also probably raise some money for Brian's education.
Let me some people say, like, you could say a phrase and that's fine, but some people just use certain words. I see this a lot with libertarians. They're like, oh, that's a tautological argument, that's a false dichotomy, and I know what those words kind of mean, but it's really annoying when they just use them to sound like they're using a big word when they could just
Well, how
be
do
like,
you know the difference?
no, I'm greedy. They could just say that as a response to, no, I'm selfish. And it would be fine.
Brian
Oh,
does not
yeah,
like
yeah.
libertarians.
Because they're fucking selfish.
I think they're
Fucking
delicious,
selfish.
personally.
Did you see that Don Albert lists his thing as libertarian?
My Don, as in Don
Yeah,
Albert,
yeah.
the Godless Revival. He's
Yeah, the one I'm hosting on Atheist Asshole Show on Tuesday at 7:15 Pacific.
You actually got Don to do it. He's the libertarian kind that wants pot legalized, and that's about it.
So he's a college libertarian.
Something like that. He's like the
Because I'm
Bill
tempted
Maher
to talk to him
libertarian.
about it. But
And somebody asked what's wrong with selfishness. It itself, it's wrong. Because you're being fucking selfish.
That's a tautology right there.
Well, this guest actually
It's
has a
wrong
point.
because it is.
Libertarians would never make you go outside to vape or smoke. But no, I
don't
like
know.
the concept of less government regulation in certain areas, but at the same time, I like an FDA. I like having an EPA. I'm kind of a compromise guy when it comes to libertarianism.
I like how it was like facepalm. He doesn't. This person has no idea what we do or what we are. So that's cool.
I don't think
He knows
has any
everything
idea
about
what
me.
we do or who we are.
I think
Brian,
it's-
Brian, who are we?
We're shitty. We're just shitty fucking people. I love socialism. I love things like that. We help each other out. Things like that. Being selfish seems like an asshole move. Like, no, it's mine. Well, you have more than you need, but it's still mine.
Couldn't you argue though that just as with limited socialism, limited
Nope.
selfishness is okay?
Nope. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Sure.
See, gotcha.
give a
Brian's
shit.
he's more of a technocrat. He wants Star Trek government.
Yeah. I would like that.
Replicators required.
Yeah. Whatever the
and the holodeck.
Well,
Oh,
the
that goes
holodeck
without
is just
saying.
the holodeck
Holodeck.
is for sex purposes. It has nothing to do with anything else.
That's reason enough.
No, you don't need reasons. I mean, I have reasons. I'm not going to explain them to you, greenhouse something numbers. I'm not going to
It's not your
explain
job
every
to
single
educate.
reason. But there's plenty of reasons why being selfish makes you just an asshole. Yeah, it's mine. Well, you're an asshole.
I'm
Sure.
selfish.
You're an asshole.
Anton is an asshole. It's in his name, the atheist asshole.
Finally, somebody
I
gets
would-
it right.
Greenhouse is asking for reasons why you think that selfishness is wrong. He must think that it's right. So perhaps he could enlighten us to his reasons why selfishness is a good idea.
Can we sing the A News theme song?
Yes.
Hey, news, listen up.
Listen up,
bitch.
bitch. Listen
Listen
up,
up.
bitch.
Bitch.
No,
And
we're
I
not
forget
both
the
right.
rest.
You're just wrong. Selfishness is a rude stance.
I love shellfish. Shellfish are awesome. They're delicious. My wife is allergic, so it's horrible. I can never cook it here.
I misheard that as my wife is horrible.
Greedy is some leftover ape shit pre-evolution when we were actually scarce on resources. We're not that anymore. We have the ability to not be scarce on resources.
I'm running low on whiskey, Brian.
Okay. Get more whiskey.
But I don't want to go to the store.
Brian's
Sad.
funny when he gets... Someone said I'm funny when I get mad. That's good. Fucking donate money for funny. Money, give more money and I'll be
See?
funnier.
People like shellfish. Well, I'll tell you what, folks. You give a shitload of money to this cause, you can come over to my house and
We'll
cook
send a
fucking
dead
crab
shrimp
legs.
to your house.
We'll cook crab legs and shrimp and lobster tail, and it will be delicious. And yeah, all you have to do is donate money and then come over to my house and probably buy groceries.
Good.
I love the stalling that has been going on. The other guys didn't have the problem. They were just like, blah, 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 blah.
We're
War's
drunk as
bad,
shit
blah,
right
blah, blah,
now.
blah, blah.
Well, the last guy that was on, didn't the last guy say he was a 17-year-old virgin?
What?
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah, what's up with
Yeah,
that?
he was. Yeah,
Why do you guys have a
Uh,
17-year-old virgin? Because isn't that like a unicorn?
He's not now. When he was 17, he was still a virgin. But
Fuck
this
you,
guy's...
man. I didn't lose it until much later.
Brian, how
I
old
was
were you when you lost your virginity?
14
I
and
was
proud
18.
of it.
Same here.
I
14.
ran into high school waving a
14.
flag and shit. Like, guess what I did?
How the hell did you guys manage 14? I mean, look at you.
Alcohol,
Look at you. Oh.
Funny. Be funny.
charisma.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Funny and charisma.
Okay,
Oh,
so,
yeah, it'd be
so
really
alcohol
cool if you, like,
is what
took
I
off your
heard.
pants. Oh, you're doing it?
Okay, a guest says he's a 28-year-old virgin. That's bullshit. You're a unicorn.
Yeah.
What about you,
Somebody
Sheila?
said, now
We
that's
got
a little
14
sad.
to 14 and 18 and a what are you?
16.
Jesus Christ. Well, 16 for women. That's much easier.
Wow, someone lost it at 12. That's fucking badass.
You're
Unless
Okay,
that's a girl.
asexuals don't count. You're not even people.
Oh, Lee wants protests.
Lee likes hate mail.
Hate mail is the best.
Yep.
Send it to Dix for Lee. What was it?
Dix for Lee at Apartment J.
apartmentj.com.
Oh yeah, that's actually something we should talk about. I've got an art project.
Well, form's easy to make. It's fucking ammonia and Clorox. It's fucking...
Let's talk about my art project, Brian, because I
Let's
want to
talk
make a
about-
piece of art out of pictures of your dicks. So I need you to send me dick pics, and they're going to go up at the American Atheist Convention. So
Oh,
send me your dick
Jesus.
pics at dicksforlee@apartmentj.com. Also
Oh.
donate.
It sounds like an increasingly terrible idea.
It
I
is,
think-
along
I
with his
think it's
book
a-
burning idea.
Oh, the book burning idea was horrible, but I actually like the dick pic idea. I think it's great. I certainly hope that we get a lot of pics in because
This is the one time any guy will ever be asked for a dick pic.
Yeah.
please send us your dick pics.
And
I don't think I can.
Well, I got a hold of Anthony Weiner. He's promised to send us at least one, so we got that angle covered.
I'm pretty
But
sure we
need
can
yours.
source that
We
from
need
the internet.
atheist dick pics.
I think it's great. I can't. I would. You know. I want to be there when it's unveiled, just so that all of the red.
Well, this was all stemmed from a joke that we wanted to play at the American Atheist Convention. We wanted to set up an art booth.
Well, no.
And,
Here's
like-
let's do the backstory since we got time. This past
Oh.
American Atheist Convention, the amazing
Oh,
artist,
no.
and I do mean amazing, Adam
Here
Brown.
we go.
He had a lot of photos or a lot of
Head
prints
first.
paintings he's done. Why are
Into
you,
the
why you
deep
fucking
end.
pants on? Why you gotta do this? Why you gotta interrupt my story? Anyways,
He's
Adam
just
Brown.
prepping.
your story.
Adam Brown had these amazing portraits of various atheist activists, entertainers, speakers, yada, yada, yada. He also had some of his own art, which happened to be kind of topless and completely naked women, portraits, photographs, yada, yada, yada. So some of the rage bloggers got a little upset about this and were like, no, there's no, we're all
you're not
the
serious,
guys that are naked. So, yeah, next year we're going to provide that. We are going to provide the cock. So the
We're not
rage
actually going to
bloggers-
do anything. Lee's just collecting dicks.
No, I'm doing this. This is happening.
If he doesn't do it, you can send them to me, and I'll fucking do it. I will definitely put them together.
If
What do
no
you
one
think
sends
the-
me their dick pics, it's going to be mine and Brian's dicks. So
What?
No, it
Thing
won't.
to be.
No, that fucking won't. Why do I feel like it's going to be Lee sitting down at a fucking table with like fucking Elmer's glue and a poster board and an
Okay.
X-Acto knife, cutting out fucking dicks and making like a high school collage with fucking glitter and macaroni and shit on it?
God damn it, Brian, you just gave away the idea.
And now
That was
anyone can-
that was the goal.
Yeah.
We made this one fucking stupid thing. Anybody want to buy it? We'll start off at $5.
Lee,
We're
why
gonna
don't
put
you
the
just
atheist
put
A
a,
on it.
hey, Lee, put a frame around your crotch area, pull your pants down, and have a little sign on top of the frame pointing down saying, "This is art," and just walk around.
Because the last time I did that, I got arrested.
Yeah,
you have
be
to
worth
pick
it.
an
Why
actual
not?
gallery. Don't
Okay,
just
here's
do
what
it
we
on
do.
the street.
Somebody donate $59 so we can break the 3,000 goal so it feels like a stretch goal. And the stretch goal will be that we make this fucking art collage for fucking whoever breaks this $59 goal, and we'll send you a dick pic collage.
Or we
None
won't
of
send
us,
it to
just
you.
of
We'll
us
send it
random
to Ophelia
dicks.
Benson.
No, we won't do that. That's mean.
Well, she's the one who wanted to see dicks.
Oh
That's
boy.
fine. She has the
So how about
internet.
them
She's
dozens?
always on the internet, so she can fucking go look up her own dicks. These are dicks we acquired and
Worked
sourced.
hard for.
So
I
these
thought
are
you were
our
a
dicks.
socialist. Didn't you want
These
to
are our dicks.
equally distribute
Brian, we need
dicks?
to share the dicks.
We can share that. We'll send her a link to a picture of the dicks. But the Engineers Without Borders get the money made from the dick pics. That's a good idea, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
$59.
Yeah.
Come on, folks.
That sounds awesome.
That's all we want.
$59
$59.
and some dick pics.
We're just trying to reach a stretch goal here.
We want $59 in pictures of your penis. It's
Yeah,
not
just
too
send
much
us-
to
we'll
ask.
Fucking make a collage with glitter and shit. You want like fucking write words on it and stuff.
We're like happy and macaroni.
Cut out little magazine letters and glue them down.
Yeah. It'll look like a ransom note written by a 5-year-old that got into his parents' porn collection.
How the hell do I pronounce Digya?
Did you?
Oh, did ya? Did ya?
Did you? Did you? Yes, you did.
Hey, did ya? How the hell are you, man? He's my biggest fan. He and Corey.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, we
Which
have a,
Corey?
Corey Jansen.
Oh, I'm going to be on his show in 12 hours or less.
Oh, Jesus.
You're doing his show too?
Yeah.
Slut. Fucking
Yeah.
slut.
This is like a big day for podcasts for me.
Yeah. One day I'm going to have groups on the show So
Yeah, I'm still waiting for that.
Yeah.
I just want to do more on your show because we had fun last time.
Or hell,
Yeah,
why
that
don't you come
was
on
fun.
A-News more, Anton?
because reasons.
Your reasons suck.
Thanks,
This
Green
guy
Ghost.
here,
Green
this
Ghost.
atheist asshole, this Anton A. Hill, has an open invite to be on any episode of A-News he wants, and we get him like 3 times a year.
Yeah, about that. Yeah. Yeah, usually we're doing stuff like groceries and shit. So it's never.
How is
Never
that
happened.
more important than entertaining the public?
And hanging out with us, more importantly.
And the thing is, it has been such a thing that I had to move my Atheist Asshole show from Sunday mornings to Tuesday evenings because it just was getting in the way of everything. So
Why are you trying to compete with that? You're just doing it to compete with Reap Cell Radio.
Oh, well,
Oh,
actually,
so radio isn't real.
two recent episodes I had, during them, I was informed that I was going on at exactly the same time as Gamma Atheist. And I was like, well, I mean, I think it's pretty clear who
There's
is
someone
watching
calling
what
themselves
here.
Gamma Atheist?
Yeah, I don't remember the guy's name. David, I think it is. David something?
Your fucking stupid name is Gamma Atheist.
Is it David Carr? Because he's our biggest fan. Hey, David. I'm sure you'll listen to this.
But when I had AJ on, she was like, oh, did you know Gamma Atheist is doing his thing right now? I was like, no, but I'm sure everyone's watching us instead.
Which AJ?
Johnson.
Ah, we've had her on too. And
I said David Vivano.
Yeah, I think that's right, yeah.
Okay. Good for him.
Yeah. Yeah, I've wondered about the gamma part too, like as in gamma ray or gamma wave or just the Greek letter, but you know, that's just
Or
my
just trying to be a superhero from X-Men.
Why can't you be like Omega Atheist or Alpha Atheist? That'd be...
I saw someone
Gamma.
on Twitter calling themselves the drunk atheist. I thought that was a pretty neat one.
Yeah, but that's like all of us.
Yeah, but
Doesn't matter.
he used it. Wow, that is a keyboard.
Yes, it is.
If
I have a mechanical keyboard.
If I hadn't doubted you had a keyboard, now I know. 'Cause I heard it loud and clear. It was like, hello.
I normally mute my mic, but I was just typing a little quick thing in the chat room.
Did you? People don't need atheist name. We don't need fucking pirate nicknames. We don't need online handles that say we're X kind of atheist. I mean, Mr. Atheist Pants. I think that's Dave Silverman. He got that from the Daily Show other guy.
I actually really
The fuck
like
is
that
his name? Jon Stewart's evil counterpart.
Stephen Colbert.
That's the one.
Right.
So yeah, if you get like a cool one from that, sure, I'll run with it. But if you just say I'm the atheist so and so, I'm gonna make fun of you. Except for Anton because he really is an asshole.
Well, that and
He's
and
really not. Like, I'm surprised he has that moniker because he's not the asshole
Well,
in most things. He's like, I have a question and it's reasonably and thought out. Let's discuss that. He's not like, fuck you, you have shit on your face and you smell like crackers. Like, there's something wrong with you.
Well,
like-
if I don't like you or I'm sick of your shit, then I turn into more of an asshole. But
Well, Digi's kind of a cool nickname. It's not
Yeah.
pretentious. It doesn't say I'm the atheist superhero of this particular concept. And that's the whole thing about the atheist nicknames is they're like, I'm trying to be a superhero. You're not a superhero. You drink microbrews in coffee shops and
hey, Sheila,
Yeah.
Lee's whining.
He does
Let's talk
that.
about something while he whines.
God damn it, Anton, why you gotta do that to me?
You know, because I really love it when people say whine, because usually when they're accusing other people of saying of whining, they have no way of knowing that because they can't read the other person's mind.
I'm not whining, I'm ranting. I'm also
Could you
drunk.
not do it in such a nasally, whiny voice?
No, I can't.
But why do they always want to do these other things?
Shut up and send us your goddamn dick pics.
That's even one. Why would you send me dick pics? I'm making a collection
For the internet.
for my posters.
Somebody earlier was asking for us to pick on Lee. I hope you're paying attention.
Yeah, where's the fucking donations? We did it. Give money to Engineers Without Borders because they don't want to fucking build shit in America. Our infrastructure is apparently perfect.
By
We have
perfect, you mean
an
collapsing.
we have a chapter over here too. They're all over the place. It's a big international organization.
But it's Engineers Without Borders USA. So if they stay here, isn't that kind of irrelevant?
Oh, Ooh, that was a gotcha and a half. Yeah. The fuck, man.
Bazinga.
I don't-
Should I do
I
that?
Yeah, bazinga. I don't write the rules, man. I just passing out the information. Don't shoot the messenger. Yes.
So
I had
these
a nickname
engineers,
before I
they
was,
exist
Is this a
within a
phone-
country
is this a shell
that has
company?
borders.
We're talking about nicknames, apparently. Didya had the nickname before was now an atheist. We all had nicknames,
Oh.
too, before we were out atheists.
Really?
Yeah, it was asshole.
For the longest time, people in my life called me Bones.
Oh god.
Yeah, it took me fucking 3 years to stop calling you that.
Yeah. And Lee's not even my real name either.
Yeah, you were like,
so.
just call me Lee, and I was like, okay, buds.
Throw me up the fucking wall.
We have
My
10
fucking
minutes
high school
left.
nickname. We don't have 10. We've got like 2 hours.
We've got like 10
I think we
minutes.
should get to burn into the next person's time. Like Anton,
He's-
we're gonna Anton this.
Who comes on after us?
Get
This
Anton
is
there.
the Gin
call
and
out?
Tonic show.
It's the who?
Gin and tonic. I've never
Gin and
heard of
Tonic
this shit.
show.
Who are they?
I heard they called out.
Yeah, no, I
I heard it
doubt
from the
it.
manager. That
Is
they
it
called
someone
out.
named Gin and someone named Tonic? Because that'd be fun.
You know,
Or
I'm
is it
not
someone
really,
named Jen
I
and
would
some
love
drunk
to be able
person?
to tell you, but it's, yeah, I don't have any idea. Honestly, I'm not familiar with it, so I was just going to find out when I watched.
I didn't know who the
You know
last
what we
guys
could
were.
do?
I felt kind of.
What we could
Sad
do is
about
I could
that.
make a Google Hangout and post it in the chat room, and we could just take the audience from here and go over to our fun time that we're going to have in a different room. And then be like, hey, where'd everybody go? There was like, fucking 50 people listening, and now it went away. What's going on? And we're
Some
like,
people
Hey,
think
there
people
we
are
go in the
listening.
chat
Is
room,
there any
like,
way to know?
yay.
Gin and
What?
Tonic is a skeptic show about Islam. Jinn means
Ah.
demon in Islam, so there
That's
you go.
right.
It
It's
doesn't
where we
mean
got the
demon,
word
it's
genie.
genies.
Well, here, let me go ahead and save you guys the entire subject matter of Islam. It's bad.
That should just be written on the cover, like, the Quran. Parentheses, it's bad.
It's all
Show over. Now let's get shitty.
Tagline.
Well, we've got 10 minutes left, and we only need $59 to make it to a nice
Yeah.
even amount.
We made fun of Lee. I
We
burned somebody. Apparently, there was a burn and ouch and stuff like that. So, where's the fucking cash? Take out your wallets. Get that Visa. It's everywhere you want to be, or MasterCard, wherever the fuck the punchline is.
Sheila, is this done over? Like, are people watching this, or are they only hearing it?
No, they're watching it.
Oh, son
Yeah,
of a
but I
bitch!
think our
didn't know
webcams
that.
keep freezing.
I'll turn my camera back on because everybody wants to see me.
Yeah, it looks like my webcam is stuck
Nobody
on
can
me
see.
taking a drag off a cigarette.
I hope somebody's already photoshopped a dick in that.
There you go.
I'm surprised
Now
you
can
haven't.
see me.
I'm doing a show right now. I'll Photoshop that shit later.
Hey, Brian, check this out.
You can't multitask?
Was
That's
that
right.
just for me? You know, we're still in the air.
I know.
Anton, why is it so dark?
Because I have the lights out.
Because
Why
he
do
can
the
see
lights
like
out?
a fucking bat. Didn't you hear him? He's vision impaired, but he's got
I
night
know.
vision.
He's got the crazy
Yeah.
echolocation thing. I want
do
that
have night
superpower.
vision. That is
He walks
true.
around his house clicking. He's like,
No, I go, hey, and the
You're
walls
such-
go, So,
You're such a sexy
I was going to say
beast.
your wife goes, not right now.
well, that often does happen, yes.
I
He's
think
like,
that's
wait
pretty
a
much-
minute.
I'm pretty sure that's the point of marriage, is that you find somebody you like fucking, and then you agree to not fuck anymore.
That's it. We're good.
That sounds like just about every marriage I've ever heard of.
Yeah, you're just like, hey, I really like fucking you. Can we get a legally binding contract where we pretty much lose all interest in doing that?
I just realized, Sheila, are you married? I forget. I know you have kids.
I am working my way toward divorce, actually.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, oh, wow, we're all married here. Isn't that just nutty? But never mind.
Yeah, it is.
It is,
Working your way into divorce.
I am. I'm
Yeah.
dancing my way down that way.
Yeah, but she's got somebody new.
So does he already, like, not live there anymore? Or do you have him in the garage?
No, I moved 3 states away 2 years ago.
Why you
So
gotta ask
how
her so
does
many
that work
personal
with
questions? Why you gotta put her on the spotlight like that, Anton?
I don't care.
It's a
It's not
fucking
like
dick
it bothers me.
No, I'm curious.
move. She's entitled to her privacy.
Yeah, no,
Well,
I don't have any friends.
Entitled to, certainly, but I'm entitled to. I have no response. No, I'm just curious. No, because the brother of a good friend of mine, I guess, had to stay in one state because his ex went to another. There's some weird thing where, like, because of the custody stuff, he could not go certain places and she could not go certain. So when you said move 3 states away, that's when I thought, oh wait, how does that work with kids? Because I don't know.
Oh, yeah, well, like my youngest is up visiting his dad right now.
Oh, okay.
Somebody in the chat room just asked, what's the smallest distance that would count as 3 states away? I'm pretty sure 3 states away is the smallest amount of states that can be 3 states away.
I think
It's
they
like
wanted that in
parsecs.
miles, or maybe if they're European kilometers.
Right, well, here's for those of you who live in the U.S. He lives in Wisconsin. I live in Missouri. So,
I mean,
aren't real
you
places.
could do a circle around the border of 4 states and drive like 8 feet.
right.
Just like state.
You're looking at 800 miles one way. So we met in the middle, and I handed over my kid to him. And
That just seems like a weird question to me. Like I'm almost like taken aback by that. Like, what's the smallest distance that would count as 3 states away?
What's
I'm
the
pretty
smallest
sure
distance you can travel to go to 3 states that don't necessarily?
Well, it depends. If you're
3
up
states
in-
away.
if
You
you're
go
up
through
in
3
the-
states.
If you're in the East Coast, though, up like around New Hampshire and all that, where you can like
Yeah.
walk across the state, you know what I mean? So I guess it
Yeah.
depends what state.
Or Rhode Island. Rhode Island and Delaware, aren't they pretty close?
Right.
I mean, my East Coast geography is terrible because I grew up on a coast where there's 3 states on the whole coast. So
I think like New Jersey to Rhode Island might be the shortest.
I'm pretty sure if you go to the border of like those square states in the middle of the country,
No,
you
New
can get
Jersey
to
to
3.
Connecticut.
You can travel through 3 states in about 12 seconds.
No, New Jersey to Connecticut, because you just pretty much shoot through New York City and boom, you're there.
no,
Or
I
you
think
could
I'm
just
with,
walk around in a circle
yeah, I'm with
at the
Brian.
intersection.
I think that makes sense.
Not 3
yeah.
states that border one another.
Oh,
It's
now we're
not
going
cheating.
that route.
3 states away.
3 states with 1 state in between the starting state
Oh,
and the
well, now you're
destination. I think it'd be-
complicating the fucking equation. You got
I think it'd
variables
be New
and
Jersey
shit
to
you're adding in.
Connecticut.
What is this? Where you wanted this conversation to go, Anton?
Well, I
We got, like,
frankly
5
find it more
minutes left and we're
interesting
talking
than-
about
than
travel.
other ones, but
I think
Is
we
it
should
more
talk about
interesting than
traveling
the-
to our Google Hangout that's going to
Yeah.
happen after
Well,
this.
no, you go to New Jersey, New York, then Connecticut, so it's 3 states. Rabamil, 1, 2, 3.
Hang out.
See, this is how we don't get invited back to charity events because we're like, hey, thank you. Now go watch us on something else. Just follow us away.
Speaking of which, you guys should join me on my Wednesday show that's happening soon because it's all about video games and card games and board games and stuff.
I like video games
Doing
and
a
card games
tabletop
and
show?
board games.
Yeah. Did you see my announcement on Facebook?
No.
Are we going
Probably
to play some
ignored it.
D&D and live stream it? Because that would be the dorkiest and most awesome thing ever.
That actually
That
sounds really sweet. That
Well,
would-
I
I
wanted
know-
to,
I know a
dude,
lot
I
of
wanted to do that a while ago. Do the live stream of like fucking a role playing, an RPG, like a tabletop.
yeah.
Let's live stream Paranoia.
Let's
I
live
would
stream
play
fucking
that.
the White Wolf series because
No,
people actually care
Paranoia
about
is
that
the
game.
most fucked up funny game ever.
I don't know about that game.
We will talk about this later because this needs to happen.
Okay, well as soon as we're done in about 4 minutes, we can talk about that in a different chat.
Yeah, we've got about 2 minutes left, so I just want to remind everybody: Engineers Without Borders. Donate as much as you can, as often as possible.
Yeah, did you donate $59 yet? You fucking slack birds.
Does anybody?
calling
Has,
them
Is,
knaves.
is insulting the audience the best way to get this?
I don't
Obviously
know. It
not.
works pretty good for Pumpkin. You know, he seems to do really well with it. So.
Yay, pumpkin. Tastes yummy.
Ayn Rand
Especially
is not the
inside.
best atheist.
Oh, Jesus.
Ayn Rand
Fuck
is the
Ayn
best
Rand.
piece of
Fuck
shit.
Ayn Rand.
No, don't fuck Ayn Rand. Ayn Rand came from crazy ass Soviet Union Russia, where you absolutely had no individuality, no rights, no concept of such. So of course she was going to be
become a
the exact
megalomaniac.
opposite end of the spectrum. It made sense. What doesn't make sense is if you would follow her.
Yeah.
Well, did you? We're gonna make another little separate Google Hangout. I'll send links out for that just for us to bullshit in.
I mean, we'll stay if you guys really want us to, but you have to donate $59.
Well, we have to let other people be on the show, and we have 2 minutes left.
Gotta let the other ones.
I get
What were
everything.
that 2 minutes? YouTube/Anton A. Hill. Watch it, please. And subscribe.
Oh, we get to plug stuff?
Yes,
apartmentj.com.
And
apartmentj.com.
atheistasshole.com.
No, fuck that.
Anton A. Hill.
Apartmentj.com. You can find a link to his site from our site.
Here, no, this is,
Apartmentj.com.
no,
Well,
fuck
there
you
is
guys.
that.
I'm plugging. I want to plug We Are Atheism, the world's only atheist-only charity, and it's great. It's wonderful. Check them out. Be a part of Atheist Giving Aid. Come out as an atheist. Be happy. Check out the Godless Revival if you're ever in New York City and want to start your own Godless Revival. Hit me up. I'll set you up. You'll be good to go. It's the world's first and only atheist variety show. It's hilarious. It's awesome. Music, comedy, drugs, drinking. It's a lot of fun. And, of course, check out A-News, the world's only atheist news podcast that doesn't suck.
And YouTube Anton A. Hill.
And
You can find a link to Anton's site on our website at apartmentj.com.
and everybody already knows you can find me on Facebook or Twitter or Trolling with Logic or A News or anywhere else. Just come and
Why
find
you got to
me.
plug Trolling with Logic? No one's even heard of that.
Whatever.
Your mom plugs strong.
You already have a banner at the top of the page. Like, they know where they're at. It's like, hey, welcome to the gas station. Yeah, I'm holding a fucking pump. Where do you think I am?
Don't be a douche. I do want to thank all of you guys for coming and like bullshitting with me. That was awesome.
No, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for asking me to do a fucking charity event. This is like, I could add this to a resume. Like, hey, I was doing something good for the community.
Yep.
I stayed until 4 a.m. Eastern time in America, where people value sleep at night.
No, we don't.
Yeah, seriously,
Okay.
fucking give money to these people because they do good stuff.
On
Or
that
good stuff
note,
I do.
I'm going to say goodnight, you guys. So.
Fuck you too.
I don't want to go away.
you too. You fucking fuck, you fucks.
Press 1 in the chat if you want Brian and I to stay. We see what you do.
Twos.
Oh, we got a 1. We got another 1.
Oh,
And
shit.
we got 3 1s and a 42.
That means 42 of us.
42.
42 is 42 ones.
God damn it, Green G host.
Green Ghost. Learn to literally
Green G host.
learn the words.
I can't words. I don't know how to words.
All right, we're getting messages to tell us to go fuck ourselves.
Are we getting kicked
So-
off? God damn
No,
it.
it's time to. Thanks, everyone.
Yep.